with your honesty. I just don't know what to believe. Just don't lie to me. I can't feel no reason, 'cause everybody knows.
Hello and welcome to Tarot Speaks. This is your February 2019 general love reading for Leo. Leo, you have for your overall energies the Four of Swords. Just breathe. And your cards are sadness and isolation, moving on, spread your wings, joy and stability, change your focus, blossom, helpless and hopeless, love, success and growth, third eye chakra, open up, and darkest fears. So what I'm seeing with this reading is you're going through a healing phase during the month of February. You may have been dealing with situations where you may have felt betrayed or heartbroken over a situation. There's been some sadnesses, and this situation may have happened fairly quickly. And currently you're moving on from that situation in order to seek out stable relationships or a new sense of happiness within yourself. Like I said, there's some changes that has happened in the past, and now there's a transformation happening within your thoughts and how you view love and how you view relationships. You see now what it is that you want in terms of relationships based on what you've been through in the past. Your third eye. Well, your third eye chakra is this third eye chakra card is indicating you see the way forward. You see that a transformation needs to happen in order for you to have the stability that you want within your relationships. You see that you're going to have to open up to new possibilities. You see that you're going to have to take the time to really gain a understanding of what, I don't want to say what you've done wrong in the past, or what was how you went about things in the past, I should say. And now you're healing with this Four of Swords being here with just breathe. Now there may be some fears due to some disappointments of the past, but you're being advised that you do have stability within your own self. You do have stability within your family, and within a current partnership. If there is new love, there is stability there. Things may be moving fairly quickly within this situation because you're going through a transformation. You may have some fears about how fast this situation is moving. So right now you're in this healing phase, really evaluating your thoughts, what path you want to take in terms of a relationship, whether you want to manifest things on your own or really go into a new relationship. And during this time, like I said, you're moving on from some disappointments that you may have faced due to either being left out in the cold or some betrayal that may have ensued in previous months. And now you're in this healing phase, but you're kind of guarding yourself, I see, because you have some fears about relationships. You have fears about whether or not you want to invest in situations. You're being asked to be open to new opportunities, be open to new relationships, even if they're just friendships during this time. You are not helpless or hopeless. This situation can be solved, even if it's through, engaging with family members, engaging with friends, and taking a new path, a new way at looking at relationships, a new way at looking at yourself and how you appear or how you show up in relationships, as well as, like I said, the situation in your past is now going to help you be able to transform when it comes to what you accept, what you don't accept, how you show up, and how you are viewing others as they show up in relationships. So whatever sadnesses that you have experienced in your past, you now have the opportunity to see things from a different perspective, but you're moving on. You're moving on from the sadness and the isolation. You're moving on from the disappointments. There's a transformation happening within your thoughts about relationships and within yourself. There is still a sense of fear when it comes to having a stable, committed relationship. But that's just due to the disappointments you faced previously. You have the Knight of Wands, the Ten of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, the Five of Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Eight of Swords. So we have the Eight of Swords twice. At the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Swords. So healing from a situation where either there was someone who was keeping secrets or keeping things from you. Maybe you decide to cut off communication with someone, but in the situation where there was some disappointments, you may have been dealing with someone who was basically in and out of your life on a regular basis. They come in, they get what they want, they move out, and now you're transforming the way you see this individual. You're now beginning to leave this person out in the cold, no longer wanting to be involved in the situation. And this has happened swiftly as you begin to see the cycles happening with this particular individual. You may be dealing with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. This is your card, so this could also be you feeling left out in the cold. But what I'm getting with this combination is that you may have decided to take the action to leave someone out in the cold because of the cycles that you have been dealing with when it comes to this individual. Yes, you could be dealing with another fire sign, but yes, this can also be you doing this. But you're moving on from the burden of the situation, and in order to find balance within yourself and to cut out things that no longer serve you, but it keeps you stuck in your head. We have the Eight of Swords twice. You may be stuck in your head about a new love offer with the Page of Pentacles, something that you are now interested in, or maybe someone is showing interest in you, and you're kind of stuck in your head based on what you've been through in previous relationships, as I said before. But there will be a sense of justice, a balance between, feeling left out in the cold and being stuck in your head. You may be balancing that out right now, and it may be a little burdensome as you try and figure out how you can get over this situation. But there's a new opportunity coming in for you that will help you to do this. Like I said, this could be friendship. This could be a new love offer. But right now you're stuck in your head and you're kind of fearful of taking this new love offer or taking new opportunities because, like I said, of things you've been in the past. So now you're going through a healing phase and healing from the deception, the lies, and maybe someone stole from you. Maybe someone didn't communicate clearly. Maybe someone, wasn't forthright in what it is that they really wanted from the relationship, or didn't give you what it is that you deserved in the situation, and that became burdensome. So now that you have this new opportunity, you're not really quick to jump on it. You're more stuck in your head about it because, like I said, you've gone through something in the previous months or what have you that were so burdensome that now you're just going through this healing phase. But you will quickly move forward out of that as you begin to see the intentions of people. You will know what situations to invest in. You will know what's holding you back. You will also know the right people for you. During the month of February, you will begin to see the people who should be in your life, and you'll be able to see the people who should not be in your life. And those fears, they are, some of those fears are unfounded when it comes to new individuals because you haven't got the chance to experience these people. So they're asking you to open up and to, not be so open to where you're giving everything away, but be open enough to get to know who people are before you judge a situation, because there is a new offer here. It is a small offer. It could be just an offer of friendship, but justice is here for you. And this justice is going to bring balance, and you're going to have the understanding of what to cut out and what to incorporate when it comes to your relationships. So whatever it is that you went through in the past, you've learned a lesson. You've learned how to deal with particular individuals. You know how to recognize the red flags in a situation. And now you're just, like I said, mulling over what steps to take in order to move forward. Understand that you are not stuck. That this is all mental energy when it comes to the Eight of Swords being here twice. You may have gotten tied up or maybe Yeah, caught up in, the fantasy of a situation. Maybe you thought something was what it wasn't. And now it's time for you to really experience new opportunities and take a look at um, what brings you joy and stability. What you do have in terms of love, whether this is love of friendships, love of your family members, your children, and really try and heal those situations where you feel like you've been deceived, and understanding that everyone is not the same. But you do have the power of discernment during this time in order to cut things out that no longer serve you. Joy, faith. The bottom of the deck, we have rejection. So yeah, you're healing from a situation where either you had to reject someone. I don't know if you saw that card. Either you had to reject someone or someone rejected you. And like I said, this allowed for you to gain a sense of wisdom. And what I'm getting also with the joy card being here, this is about understanding or being happy about what you learned previously, because what you learned previously allowed for you to now see the red flags when it comes to people who come into your life without the best intentions. Or this also could be, you understanding your part that you played in a situation, and now being happy that you are recognizing some traits within yourself that you can change so that you can have more stable relationships. They're telling you to have faith and understand that the bumps in the road that come along, or the situations that come along to deter you, are just lessons. Don't allow those lessons to keep you stuck. Don't allow those lessons to keep you from accepting new offers. This may seem burdensome during this time because you're still getting over this old energy. But as you move forward, have faith that you're not going to go through the same things again, because the simple fact of the matter is you learned some sort of lesson, and you're being guided on your path during the month of February as to how to maneuver through situations that are not right for you. And when it comes to this rejection, or this feeling of rejection, or having to reject someone, understand that rejection is God's protection, as they say. Whatever you're being kept from, or whenever you come to an impasse, it's because there's something on this road that maybe you didn't know about this individual, or maybe there's something that's not right about the situation that you're not privy to, that you need to avoid. So just try and look at things in from a different perspective as you're looking at your past, but also releasing the past, releasing those burdens, releasing and walking away from those old emotions, so that you can come out of this sense of disappointment and really see the new opportunities in front of you, because you do have the opportunity to have joy, stability, and have things move forward a little bit more quickly if you are able to understand what the lesson was in previous relationships and move on from them. So with unconditional love and guidance for Leo for the month of February 2019, unconditional love and guidance for Leo for February 2019. They're saying have faith and understand that your happiness comes from you. Your happiness does not come from anyone else. That's how you get justice. That's how you get your just due in a situation, by being happy within yourself, regardless of how someone may have treated you. They will get what it is that they deserve out of the situation, and as long as you maintain your own sense of stability and happiness, you will get what you deserve in terms of relationships as well. Okay. Humility. You have developed a loving awareness that you and everyone else are the same, but are on different paths. Spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely, lovingly embrace new situations. And responsibility. You are aware of the power of your thoughts and the amount of love you express. And at the bottom of the deck, we have self-love. You realize that love of self is necessary to love another. So as I said before, you have the ability to be happy within yourself What I also said before, and this is basically reiterating, you may have connected with a particular individual on some level, but that situation wasn't right for you, so you had to move on, and this humbled you a bit, and it created a situation where now you see how your thoughts or your actions or the thoughts and actions of others can affect you in terms of your emotions. They're telling you to take responsibility for your part in this relationship, what it is that you accepted, what it is that you tolerated from a particular individual. There may have been red flags that you noticed or that you saw but you ignored. So they're saying take responsibility and love yourself enough to, in the future as you're moving forward, understand that when you see those red flags, not to ignore them, to bring up situations that need to be brought to the forefront, and understand that you can love and have new situations come in just by changing the way you view yourself, viewing other people, as well as really taking the time to manifest through positive thinking. And like I said before, you have the ability to be happy within yourself. You must be happy within yourself first before you can offer love and happiness to someone else. So that's the phase that you're going through when it comes to this healing that you're experiencing over these toxic situations or over situations that weren't good for you. You're understanding how rejection affects you. You're also understanding that your thoughts and the way you see people and situations can either keep you stuck, or it can help you to understand or learn some sort of lesson when it comes to relationships. So understand that the lessons that you learn, people may come in and they may not be here for the long term. They may be here for a season. So embrace new situations and also be open to letting situations go. And don't be fearful of being on your own or standing alone, because that self-love will allow for you to understand that you have the love with you as you sit independently, and you are responsible for your own happiness. So during the month of February, this is what you will learn about yourself. This is what you will learn in terms of relationships. So I hope these messages were helpful to you. Please like, share, and subscribe. Comment below. Let me know how these videos are resonating for you. And if you like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. Thank you so much to my new and my old subscribers for watching. And until next time.
We ain't gotta talk about it.